Next question says 8 part B. On a map of scale of 1:250,000, rectangular plot of land ABCD is following measurements. That's a rectangular plot of land with AB being 8 centimeters, BC being 15 centimeters, children, and that's C and that's D. They want us to find out the diagonal distance in kilometers, this distance, and the actual area of the plot. The area would be, children, 8 times 15. So we'll first find out AC, that's a root of 8 squared plus 15 squared by Pythagoras theorem. That's 64 plus 225 square root, which is 289. Square root of 289 is 17 centimeters. And area, children, is length times breadth. Length is 8, breadth is 15. That's 30 times 4, 120 centimeters, children. That's 120 centimeters. Once you've got that, children, once we've got that, now we do for the diagonal part. We make it by unitary method, that's map and actual plot. Map is 1, plot is 2,50,000, children. Map is 17 centimeters. How much is this? So that will take it as X. So X, children, comes out to be 2,50,000 times 17, and you divide it by 100,000 to convert from centimeters to kilometers. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1 to give you 2 and 5. 5 times 17 is 85 divided by 2. 85 divided by 2, children. 85 divided by 2 kilometers. That's 42.5 kilometers is the value of X. The value of X is 42.5. Now, children, for the area we'll again do map and plot. But this time for the map, children, we're going to square the scale because it's area. We're going to square the scale, children, for the area. And the area is 120 centimeters squared. How much? Let's take this value as Y, children. So Y would come out to be 2,50,000 times 2,50,000 into 120 upon 1 lakh times 1 lakh. So, children, these 4 zeros will cancel with these 4 zeros. Now 25 cancels with this 4 times, 4 cancels with this 30 times. You are left with 25 times 30, that's 750 kilometers squared. Children, a sum like this is for 3 marks. For a diagram, for the calculation of area and the diagonal, you will get 1 mark. 1 mark for getting this part right, and 1 mark for this part, that's the area and plot. Of course, children, here also you can do length of object is equal to k times length of the plot. Length of map is equal to k times length of plot, or area on map is equal to k square times area of plot. That's also a way of doing it. I've just shown you one for now. Let's see the next question, children. Question says, from the following data, complete the balance column and find the interest rate of 6% up to June 30. Write the date and balance column in your answer booklet. So, children, 1st of Jan, first the date, then the debit and the credit, and then the balance. Children, credit means to give, debit means to take. So first is Jan 1, 1st of Jan. It's a credit of 24,000 rupees. So the balance is also 24,000 rupees. 20th of Jan, a debit of 5,000 means withdrawal of 5,000. So balance would come out to be 19,000 rupees, children. Jan 29th, again there's a deposit of 10,000 rupees, which will make the balance 29,000 rupees, children. No entries in Feb, then we get That's 15th of March. 15th of March, children, there is a credit, means 8,000 rupees has been deposited. So the balance comes out to be 37,000 rupees, children. Then 3rd of April, children, there is again a credit of 7,653 rupees. That makes the balance 44,653 rupees. Then there is a withdrawal on 6th of May. Money has been withdrawn. That's 3,040 rupees. So remove 3,040 from this. So you will get 41,613 rupees. And then 8th of May, again there is a credit of 5,087 rupees. So let's add that to this. So it's 007 46,700 rupees, children. That's the final balance that you'll have. We'll also leave one column over here as 30th of June, because children, that column has to be, that will come in 30th of June, because that's when the bank gives interest. We'll put some value in the credit column, and that's the balance you will have. Now children, going ahead further, the principal qualifying for interest for Jan, Feb, March, April, May and June. Jan, children, 1 to 10th is 24,000, but it's reduced down to 19,000, so we will consider that. Even though it's increased 29,000, we will not consider it for that month. But for the next month, that's for the month of February, since there's no entry in the last entry in the month of Jan. The last entry in the month of Jan is 29,000, we will consider that. March 1 to 10th is 29,000, beyond that it's increased 37,000, but it's after that, so we'll consider 29,000 only. April 3rd is 44,000. It's not changed after that, so we'll take 44,653. That's the entry we have in April. May, we've got 46,000. May's 6th is 41,613, and 8th May is 46,700, so we can take 46,700. And there's been no entry till the last part of June, so we'll take 47,700, children. So that now we will add all the entries. That's 19,000 plus 29,000 twice, plus 44,653 plus 46,700 twice. That gives us, children, 2,15,053. So children, now we'll do the interest is principal rate time upon 100. Well, this is the principal effective or equivalent. That's principal effective. It's 2,15,053 into rate. Time will always be 1 upon 12, children. Time will always be 1 upon 12. This cancels with this 2 times. So you're left with, and this will cancel with this, children, to give you 1,075.2.5. Now children, since there are 2 decimal, we'll move 2 units back, so it becomes 1,075.27 rupees, children. And that, when you round off to the nearest tens, that we final answer to the nearest 10 rupees, will come out to be 1,080 rupees, children. That's the interest the person will get, so that'll come in here credit as 1,080, which would make the balance column 47,780. That's your interest. They've asked us to write the date and the balance column in your answer booklet. So they would expect interest over here and the balance over here. That is what you will be graded for. So children, for this, 1 mark would be for the full table, the entire table when you get it right. 1 mark for getting the principal equivalent right, 1 mark for getting the interest correct, and 1 mark for filling up the entry over here. You may write down the entry over here, children, or you can add the entry over here. If written down, you can write it down the entry anyway. It's preferred to write down the table only. That's the easy thing to do. That's the next question, children.